Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of Horror Hands, and for this video I'm going to be talking about Halloween Kills. And as you can see from the title, I found this to be a very mixed bag. I did go and see this at the cinema with my dad last Halloween, and I really wanted to cover it on the channel. I had a few people asking me about it and I wanted to do a review. But at the time there were so many people talking about it, reviewing it and covering it, and sharing their great opinions of the film, that I didn't want my review to get lost in a sea of other Halloween Kills videos. So I thought I'd wait until I get it on Blu-ray and I'd share my thoughts with you then. And this is a really interesting film because there were things about this that I really liked, and then there were things about this film that I really didn't like. It's quite a unique movie because I can't really think of any other film that I love so much but dislike so much at the same time. So I'll go into the things that I liked and disliked. I'll start with what I didn't like and then we'll go into the things that the movie did well. So the things I disliked. So the main thing that I disliked about this movie, when evil dies tonight. So this was the mantra that the movie and seemingly every single character and their dog adopted for this film. So every single townsmember had this evil dies tonight thing going on where they formed this riotous mob and tore through the town looking to kill Michael Myers. And I just didn't think that worked for the film. I didn't think it was very good for the story. It was a little bit illogical, and I just didn't like it. It didn't have the feel or the tone of what a Halloween film is. A Halloween film to me is Michael Myers slinking around in the shadows, taking people out, not having this angry town coming for him. I just didn't think it worked, and I didn't enjoy seeing it in the film. And also, it kind of gave birth to a number of very kind of pointless and annoying characters who for sort of like 5 minutes took up the mantle of the main character and the hero, and they would go after Michael Myers with seemingly no connection to Michael Myers or the events that kind of happened. And I was very much kind of like, who are you again? And then they were sort of just very incompetent and got killed off anyway. So it just didn't work for me. I didn't like it at all. I really didn't find the mob scenes very sort of, I wasn't comfortable watching them, and how they kind of mistook this kind of short, fat mental patient for Michael Myers was just completely silly. The whole thing did not work for me at all, and somewhat ruined the film for me. I didn't like the character of Tommy Doyle. To say he was an original character, it didn't feel very organic in the film. I just felt he was there to instigate this when evil dies tonight thing. And he was very misinformed. He did some stupid things, and I didn't like him in this film. Laurie Strode and Officer Hawkins, the police officer, they kind of took a back seat in this film. They really weren't in the movie very much at all, which I don't mind. I thought that was okay. But they didn't do anything. They just kind of lay in the hospital beds reminiscing and saying evil dies tonight. And I understand they're kind of recovering from being attacked, but I thought they may have had a little bit more to do to at least move the story on. But they just kind of lay around talking to each other, and it felt kind of pointless, really. So I thought there was a bit of a missed opportunity with those. And then the last thing that I didn't like, although this will lead into the things that I did like, and somebody on YouTube kind of highlighted this, I forget who it was, but Michael Myers in this was very much, he was like the Terminator. He was just relentless. He just kept coming, nothing could hurt him, nothing could stop him. He took on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people at a time and just laid waste to them. He was just absolutely relentless in this film, and I do like him to exhibit a bit more human qualities. I think that's a little bit scarier to know that he's human, and in this he wasn't. He was just Terminator Michael Myers. But again, that leads into the things that I do like about this film, and I do really like Michael Myers. It's a strange film. So Michael Myers in this one is by far the most violent and murderous I've ever seen him. from the moment the film starts, and every time he gets screen time, which is a lot in this film, he is mincing people up. He's just unstoppable, kills people in a variety of ways, and as I say, he's just relentless. And more slasher films should take heed of what Halloween Kills in that. Take heed of what Halloween Kills does in that respect, in that they just get the killer out there, and he is straight away. He's just slicing and dicing the town up, and yeah, he's just unstoppable, and just goes for it right from the start. I really like that aspect of the movie. I also really like the music. It's done by John Carpenter. You don't need to know anything else, in my opinion. John Carpenter's still the master, and he delivers on the music. It's really good. I really like Judy Greer's character as well. I think she's a good character, and I think she's an appropriate character to kind of carry the movies on, with sort of Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis taking more of a back seat. She seems to be the kind of becoming the main character and the one that's driving these movies on, and I think that's good. And I think she does a really good job. She's about the only character in it who I cared for and I got behind, and I wanted to see that she was okay. So I kind of like the fact that she's taking up that more primary role and coming to the fore as these movies progress. And then the other thing I really love about this film as well is they kind of take it back. They go back to the original night in 1978, and they add a bit more to it. They throw in a few more characters, show a bit more of the neighbourhood, extend a few scenes, but they do it in this kind of retro look. Sort of, they do it through a lens that looks like it's in 1978, and it looks absolutely amazing. It's so good how they do it. It looks organic. It doesn't look like they've just done it for a gimmick. It really fits the film very well, and like I say, looks fantastic. I'd actually like to see more films done in that style. The Grindhouse movies kind of did it a few years ago, but this does it even better, and I'd love to see more of that. Not necessarily a Halloween film, just a horror film in general that's filmed through that retro lens. It was really good and very pleasing to watch as a horror fan and someone that loves 70s and 80s. So they really did a good job of that. And like I say, the scenes that they did, they weren't pointless. They felt like they actually brought something to the film. They weren't just shoehorned in to kind of to add a bit of retro just for the sake of it. They really added to the story, and I really liked that. So credit for that. So I think that's everything. Like I said, very mixed bag. Things I really didn't like, but at the same time they did do a good job with certain aspects of it. It's a really strange movie in that respect. I'm excited for the third one. It's certainly not put me off. I'll be watching that one. I need to watch this one again as well because, like I say, I went to the cinema with my dad, and I've been badgering him to go with me for ages, and he finally went with me. And as I was watching it, and it was Evil Dies Tonight, I just thought, oh gosh, he must be hating this. So it kind of marred my enjoyment a little bit because I was worrying so much about what I'd dragged my dad to see and that he wouldn't be enjoying it. But he actually did. He actually said at the end it was a really good film. But I know not even by the halfway point I was thinking, if I hear somebody else say Evil Dies Tonight, I'm going to go Michael Myers myself, because it was getting really repetitive and very annoying amongst what were quite really good scenes. So it was just a bit of a shame that. So I will watch it again and see what it's like, and maybe I'll enjoy it when I'm not worrying about what my dad thinks. but yeah, initially that's what I thought of Halloween Kills. So let me know what you think of this one as well. I'd be really interested to know, because it does divide people. Some people really like it, some people love it, some people like me, they find it a mixed bag. So let me know if you agree with me or not, and let me know what you think of this one. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.